my friend, Lucas. When I was 5, I had a best friend. Lucas was his name. He and I were practically inseparable. We'd sit next to each other in class. We'd hang out at recess and lunch in the schoolyard. He'd always come over and visit after school and on the weekends. You know, typical best friend stuff. He was fiercely loyal, even to the point of beating up other kids who made fun of me. I remember one time when this older kid named Stewart was picking on me, and Lucas ended up pushing him off the monkey bars and breaking his left arm. Stewart cried like a little girl and never bullied anyone again, much to many young kids' relief. Another time a few years after that, when a few kids, Shane, Ryan, and Jessie, used to gang up on me and beat me up, Lucas roundhouse kicked Shane down a flight of stairs and knocked Ryan and Jessie's heads together so hard that they both lost teeth. When the school heard about that, I stood up and took the blame. Hell, it was the least I could do for a friend who always helped me more times than I could count. I was left off with a slap on the wrist after showing my own bruises they had given me first anyway. Upon reaching high school, Lucas went to a different school, somewhere a long way away, that I never heard of before, and so I had to make new friends. To make the days pass faster, I thought I would always catch up with Lucas on weekends and school holidays. It was on though. It seemed more time I would spend with Lucas, the more standish off my new friends would become. He'd always show off his bruises and scars, and though some kind of best friend empathetic link, I'd always seem to be able to feel them myself, as if I'd been the one in his fight stories. He had often offered to teach me to fight for myself, but as bullying was no longer an issue at my high school, I just shook it off and tell him it was a pointless exercise. Well, don't come crying to me when you get beat up, he'd always joke. I thought I would always be able to rely on him in a pinch regardless. Years went on, and we finished our school lives. We still stayed very close, though our lives took us down very different separate paths. I'd become a physiologist, while he never really talked about his career. I'd always often see new scars appearing on him, and more than once when we'd catch up, I noticed blood on his clothes. Eventually, he decided he wanted to see me at my workplace as one of my patients. I told him it would be unwise, as we were best friends, but I could recommend a good colleague of mine, and he would eventually accept after much convincing. After speaking to my colleague I recommended Lucas to, I was surprised to hear that even though he called and make appointments, he never show up to them. I confronted Lucas about this, and he simply got the answer, "You're the only one I can trust." Eventually I gave in, and took Lucas as my own patient, and was quite disturbed with what he had to say. He'd talk about his younger life, and how he got beaten up, and then fly into a rage and how since he was younger, he'd never been able to control it. He described events in such detail that I felt like they were my own memories. I mean, I had been there in his childhood, so of course I witnessed it happen, but parts of what he said was saying, I had been there. I could almost see through my own eyes. "Lucas, don't be absurd," I said to him, rather unprofessionally. I was always the one getting beaten up, and you be the one to jump in and save me. "Now you're the one being absurd," he said calmly. "Look deep in yourself and tell me, did anyone ever even acknowledge my existence?"